For me, and I hope for a lot of other artists that work at DE on Warframe, it's a project that really encourages you to go to the limits of your imagination.
Working with Steve and Minky really closely, we were kind of inspired by anime, martial arts, ninjas, obviously. We wanted like really fast-paced, high-dynamic action.
The ideal universe for me to throw in a lot of influences I've had over the years since I was a teenager. I tried to mix many of my influences into one thing. I always thought that those kind of styles could live together in one place, and it also seemed like the world was ready for this kind of slightly weirder type of stuff.
So when it comes to the conceptual side of the Warframe, Minky will kind of design these things visually. A lot of times he works with Scott to figure out a theme.
A very simple theme, like it could be an elemental sort of theme, like a fire-based Warframe that we need. So basically after that, it's almost free association. I like to have 3 or 4 kind of unrelated inspirations that all can be put into one character, and I think that helps make the characters a bit more original.
Ember's our fire-based Warframe, and so we use that kind of theme to put a lot of personality into her idle animations, into her postures, give her a bit of attitude. Loki is our trickster. He's got a bit of a prankster personality to him. A lot of his powers kind of speak to that, and I think his animations kind of build on his personality. When it comes to the animation process, I would say it's a really big mix between keyframe animation and using motion capture. Because we really want to push what these Warframes are, as far as what their abilities are, that's where we really come into keyframe animation. We want to kind of get those comic book poses, those anime poses, really kind of make it, push the boundaries of what a human can do. And then the more subtle animations that we do, like idles, some cinematics, that's when we incorporate mocap. So it's really a big mix of both things. We're currently working on some really fun stuff animation-wise for the China players. I'll say that we have some weapons coming that are brand new they're going to be brand new to the game for the Chinese market, and they're inspired by traditional weapons.
Nunchucks, throwing daggers, and an ancient repeating crossbow. Already, most Tenno weapons have a bit of an antique feel to them, so I thought it was appropriate to maybe look into ancient Chinese art and culture, and pick out interesting ancient influences. I thought a lot of the museum pieces I've come across have this really aged wood that looks really beautiful. Last little touches, each one has a nice bright red plume or ribbon on it that kind of ties them all together.
I think visually, the game really stands out. I think Minky's done an amazing job at kind of giving the game a visual identity, and the art team has kind of really embraced what he's done and just built on that. But I think even just play style. I think the way we kind of incorporate our powers, our gunplay, our movement, and our melee is kind of given a really kind of cool, unique identity to the Warframe game mechanics.
With Warframe, since it's gone on for quite a few years of development, it's quite amazing to see how we continue to push those limits of how far we can go, and many things that were just a pipe dream early in the project, we've finally seen come to fruition, and it's great to see the world come alive and basically become so vast that it's almost mind-boggling.
We are super excited to welcome the Chinese players into Warframe. We are really looking forward to you guys growing our game even more and helping it become even bigger than it is, and can't wait to play with you guys.